It's Houston time, people. The Oklahoma Sooner football team will open their football season in RMG, I believe is what they're calling it now, stadium, home of the Houston Texans. But even before that happens, there's a Final Four to be played there. And in that Final Four is the men's basketball version of Oklahoma. They are one of 4 teams left. They are a second seed. They are there with the only top seed left in the thing, the 1 seed left, UNC, Tar Heels of North Carolina. The other teams left, number 2 seed Oklahoma, fellow 2 seed Villanova, and the dark horse, 10th seed Syracuse. So just think about this for a second. You got Roy Williams, Lon Kruger, Coach Jay Wright, and Jen Boeheim. Those are the 4 coaches left in the NCAA tournament. It doesn't get much better than that, folks. Even as far as coaches are concerned. And what really helps, your Sooners are in it. Preview coming up next. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name is Harry James, and this is a preview of the Final Four from Houston. Houston, one of Final Four NCAAs, meaning that there are 4 teams left. The top seed left, there's one seed that beats out Oklahoma and Villanova, the 2 seeds, and that would be North Carolina. 32-6 this year, 12-6 in ACC play. They finished in first place of the regular season of the ACC and finished as ACC postseason champs. To get to the Sweet 16, they beat another ACC power, Notre Dame, 88-72 in the Sweet 16. Their head coach is Roy Williams, who's a 1972 grad from North Carolina. Of course, Roy Williams from 1989 to 2002, of course, got that power of Kansas started, or continuing. And then from 2003 to present, he's been at North Carolina. Your leading scorers this year for North Carolina, number 11, Bryce Johnson, and number 2, Joel Berry. First of all, number 11, Bryce Johnson. He averages 17.05 points per ball game, while averaging 10.5 rebounds per ball game and 1.47 assists per ball game for North Carolina. While the Tar Heels also have number 2, Joel Berry Jr., or Joel Berry II, who averages 12.71 points per ball game, 2.19 rebounds per ball game, and 2.61 assists per ball game for North Carolina. There are 2 seeds left in the NCAA men's national tournament. Our number 2 Oklahoma Sooners are one of the 2 seeds that finished 27-7, 12-6 in Big 12 play, 3rd in the conference, or 2nd in conference, tied with West Virginia. To get here, they did beat Oregon 80-69 in the Sweet 16 round of the NCAAs in Anaheim. Their head coach is Lon Kruger, who is a 1974 grad from Kansas State. Unlike Roy, who's been at 2 places, Lon has been around the world a couple of times, including Texas Pan American from 82 to 85, Kansas State, his alma mater, from 86 to 89, From 90 to 95, he was at Florida. From 96 to 99, he was at Illinois. Took a couple years off from college to go to the pros, including the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Knicks. Came back to college from 04 to 2010 to coach at UNLV, and is currently at home from 2011 to present at Oklahoma. Leading scorers for Oklahoma this year, number 24, Buddy Hield. Any question on that, guys? Buddy Hield. Buddy Buckets. Oh, yeah. And number 11, Isaiah Cousins. First of all, Buddy Hield, the Player of the Year, National Player of the Year in almost every category. This year, averaging 25.03 points per ball game for the Sooners, while averaging 5.58 rebounds per ball game and 2.09 assists per ball game for Oklahoma. While number 11 Isaiah Cousins also does his part on the scoring side, averaging 13.09 points per ball game, while averaging 4.58 rebounds per ball game and 4.58 assists per ball game for Oklahoma. The other 2 seed left, this is the third of the 4 seeds. That would be Villanova, a number 2 seed from the Big East. 33-5, 16-2 in Big East play, Big East champs, and postseason Big East champs. Beat Kansas, number 1 seeded Kansas, 74-59 in the NCAA Elite Eight to get to the Final Four. Their head coach is Jay Wright, who is a 1983 grad from Bucknell. He has coached only at two universities. From 1994 to 2000, he was at Hofstra, and from 01 to present, he's at Nova. Leading scorers for Villanova, number 3, Josh Hart, and number 23, Elgin Cook. Number 3, Josh Hart first, who averages 15.34 points per ball game for Villanova, while the Wildcats also have him averaging 6.68 rebounds per ball game and a .90 assists per ball game for Villanova. The Wildcats also have number 23, Elgin Cook, on their side, who averages 13.50 points per ball game, while averaging 3.84 rebounds per ball game and 2.24 assists per ball game for Villanova. And the dark horse in this, number 10 seed Syracuse, out of the power of the ACC, 22-13, 9-9 in ACC play, tied for 9th in the ACC with Pittsburgh, but did beat fellow ACCer Virginia 68-62 to get themselves qualified for the Final Four, beat them in the Elite Eight. Their head coach is Jim Boeheim, who was a 1966 grad from Syracuse, and from 1976 to present, he has spent all of his time in the Orange. This year, the Orange have number 00 Michael and number 23 Michelle Richardson there to help out Syracuse. Number 00 Michael averages 17.64 points per ball game for the Orange, while averaging right at 5.00 rebounds per ball game and 3.60 assists per ball game for the Syracuse Orange. While they also have number 23 Malachi Richardson, who averages 13.31 points per ball game, 4.25 assists per rebounds per ball game, and 2.11 assists per ball game for Villanova. All right, guys, just think about where this team was 5 years ago. Not making the tournament. 6 years ago, barely not making the tournament. 6 years ago, they were bad. They were bad guys with Capel. Now look at them. 5, 6 years later, they're in the Final Four. Who saw that coming? Hats off to Lon. Hats off to you guys. Great fans showed up for this one. And let's hope that we get a national championship on Monday. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Post-game reaction show will be up when we can get it up. Hopefully, we'll have a national championship game to talk about. My name's Harry James. You know the rest. You can find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or tweet me at Sooner_fan_OK. Thanks for watching, everybody, and Boomer Sooner!